Have you ever made a mistake and then believed that your life was completely ruined? Sometimes one failure makes us forget all the things we are still capable of doing. We look at what is broken and stop seeing what still works. But one mistake does not define an entire life. A broken clock may no longer work perfectly, yet it can still show the correct time twice a day. In the same way, being imperfect does not mean you have lost your value. Today's story is about a young man who learns that his mistakes may be part of his journey, but they do not have to become the definition of his life. A young man named Kiran worked hard to build a successful life, but one serious mistake caused him to lose his business. After the failure, Kiran became ashamed. He believed that because he had failed once, he was no longer capable of succeeding. He stopped meeting his friends and avoided people who knew about his failure. Every day, he reminded himself of what had gone wrong. One afternoon, Kiran visited a wise monk and said, "My life is broken. I made one terrible mistake, and now I have nothing." The monk listened quietly and took Kiran into a small room filled with old objects. On a wooden table sat an old clock with a cracked face and stopped hands. Kiran looked at it and said, "That clock is broken. It is useless now." The monk smiled and asked, "Are you sure it is completely useless?" He carefully moved the hands of the clock and explained that even though it no longer worked properly, the clock could still show the correct time twice a day. Kiran became silent. The monk said, "Your life may not be perfect, but one broken part does not mean everything is worthless." He continued, "Your failure may have stopped one part of your journey, but it has also given you experience that you did not have before." Kiran began to understand that he had been judging his entire life by one painful chapter. The monk told him, "Do not spend the rest of your life staring at what is broken. Repair what you can, learn from what happened, and continue." Kiran returned home and began again. He used the lessons from his failed business to make better decisions and slowly rebuilt his confidence. Years later, Kiran became successful again. When people asked him what made him stronger, he always remembered the old clock. He understood that failure had not destroyed his future. It had simply taught him that being broken is not the same as being worthless.